It's a nice sunset though. So majestic. Yeah, that's nice. That's right. Cool.
Train the muscles, not the joints.
Welcome back to Natural Gallant Bodybuilding, and today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about pre-exhaustion and is this an effective way to grow muscle? Now, of course it is. There's lots of different ways to grow muscle, and this is one of the ways that is great, especially if you have trouble establishing a mind-muscle connection in an area, or if you have trouble with other body parts hitting failure long before that specific body part you want to hit. If those body parts are hitting failure before the other one that you want to hit, that's going to be a big issue when it comes down to growth in that area. So one thing I want to talk about is when is pre-exhaustion going to be good for you and when is it going to be working against you? And I don't think it's really going to work against you that much unless you do it all the time, because there is something to be said from just growing in an overall lift as far as gaining an overall strength and not worrying so much about what body parts you're hitting. But from a bodybuilding perspective, once in a while, you do want to make sure you become conscious of what muscle group is hitting failure. So one thing you want to watch, or one thing you want to become conscious of as a natural bodybuilder, is what muscle is hitting failure during a set. So a great example of this would be squats. Say you're squatting and you notice that your lower back is always hitting failure, but your legs never hit failure. Well, maybe it would be a good idea for you to do leg extensions first, or leg presses first, or lunges first. Something where you are hitting those muscles in the legs first and foremost and fatiguing them. Then you go to the squat, then your lower back is no longer going to hit failure first. Now it's going to be your legs. So using squats is an example of this. So say you're doing squats, your lower back's hitting failure, then do leg presses first, do lunges first, do leg extensions or leg curls first, then your muscles in your legs are going to be fatigued first. Then when you go to squat, now you're guaranteeing that your legs are going to hit failure first, and therefore your lower back is not going to become the weak link, right? No, it's okay. Yeah. So in this way, pre-exhaustion can work really well for you. Another example would be, say you're doing bench presses, but you're never actually hitting your chest, and you find that you can hit the chest very well with chest flies or some type of cable crossover, or perhaps it's some ring dips or whatever it might be. Something where you know for a fact that you're hitting the chest really hard first. Do that exercise first, then move over to bench presses. And then from there, you're going to get more chest development because, again, you're making sure that the chest is hitting failure first and foremost. All right, man, well, I'm not seeing anything.
I'm telling you, man, there was something here.
Well, if there is something here, I mean, it's weird. Like, you seem pretty adamant about not trying to find it, so I don't know.
Oh yeah, just judge me because
All right, man. Well, there's nothing in here worth looking at, so just next time we're gonna film, just be on time. Just be on time. It's really,
what do you mean?
it's not so much to ask just for you to
It's
be
not my fault.
not your fault. Okay, I mean, I've heard that before, Anthony. I mean, I have no problem being late once in a while, but I mean, like, this is, like, look how much time we wasted. I mean, I thought there was a real concern about some of my subscribers going.
Yeah, the real concern is my safety, that's for sure.
Now, another question I get is, should you do this in a super circuit sort of way or superset sort of way? Like, just do this and then immediately into that. So say you're doing chest flies, then as soon as you finish your set, should you go to bench press right away? Well, that's one way to do it, but the other way to do it is to do straight sets of flies, and then you move yourself into straight sets of chest. Because after doing 3 or 4 sets of flies, especially if you notice that your chest is failure, there's going to be a guarantee that your chest is totally fatigued by the time you get to bench pressing. So therefore, your chest is really going to get pushed into a deeper level of failure. So pre-exhaustion is a great way to make sure that the muscle you want to establish growth in hits failure first and foremost before the other body parts do. And yeah, it's a very valid technique in natural bodybuilding. So I encourage you to do it. Do it with your tricep training, do it with your bicep training even. You could do bicep training, but if you want your biceps to get into deep failure, what you can do is some back movements after your bicep training, and do the back movements specifically so that you concentrate more on bending the elbows instead of engaging the back. And you can get some extra bicep development from this as well. So I hope this helps you out in your training. Thanks a lot for watching. If you need to get home, just go to naturalgallantbodybuilding.com, and thanks to the patron supporters, and take care for now. Mountain. Man, a lot of distractions out here tonight. Holy shit.
Channel f***ing sucks.
It's true. The channel does suck. But that's the advantage of having a shitty channel. I can just make shitty content now. I'm free to make shitty content. See, you guys are so bound by success. Everybody else in the world who's successful, you're bound by it. You're stuck. Now you're branded. You have to do a bunch of stuff. Me, I can make shitty content all day of the week.
I was kidding. I'm messing with you guys. Go on.
You just run around after people and just bug them. He just harasses everybody with the camera. He doesn't even know what he's doing. All right, cool. Well, that's it. I'm done. I'm done. Sure, I'm glad I can make shitty content. Well, I'm not convinced. I mean, I haven't seen any sign of this invisible sort of monster you keep talking about, so.
Oh, so I'm just gonna make up little hands got me, hey?
I don't know what kind of crap you got going on.
This little hands got me, you know, rolling around the dirt and threw my shoe over there. Just said, all right, it's fine. Just go off. Let's pretend nothing even happened, you know?
Just show up next time we have a shoot. Just show up on time. That's it. Let's go home.
Saying like that, false, accusing me of this.
Cool. I think that turned out kind of.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. You think don't fall in the water.